Good morning, everybody. So we are going to dabble in wax seals this morning, and I have a few different kinds. I have this set. So this set came with some wax and all that, and that's over here. And let me just show you the difference between it and the one from Diamond Press. This is the Diamond Press one. So the cases look a lot alike. The colors are, oh, I don't know. The colors look a lot alike. And this was a gift, so honestly don't know price-wise. I believe it came from Amazon. But this set came in a box with these and this and some other seals. And I do have one of those ready. So I'm going to keep these to the side for now. I have the wax seal from February from Spellbinders, and these are their waxes, so we will be checking those out. And the nice thing about these ones from Spellbinders, I get it as part of the caboodle, but they do give you different shapes. They're not all just round. And then this is the set that came from Diamond Press, and here's the thing about Diamond Press, right? They give you this little thing. Spring collection. It says use a tea light candle or a heat gun. 3 or more beads into the melting spoon. Hold over flame or heat with the gun until it's almost completely melted. It should resemble cold honey. Choose your seal, stamp it, whatever. Okay. And what I'm going to do before I even try this, actually, is just do some seals just to get a feel. But I did want that open. Okay. So, now I have this, and none of this is going to stay in it's going to go in my set, but I did want to compare, like, the waxes and how everything works, how the stamps work, compare it with other stuff. So you get the handle. Now when you get the Spellbinders, it's part of the, even if you get the monthly kit, you get wax, a handle, and a seal. I don't understand why they give you a handle every month, because they screw on and off. It doesn't have to be, you don't need a whole one every time. You know what I mean? But that's what they do. So I'm going to pick one of theirs, and I'm going to go with the butterfly, mainly because it seems to be the most detailed. Their shapes are pretty simple. So, and these are going to go in my thing too. They're not going to stay. Now, look-wise, This is the diamond press. This is the spellbinders. This is the one from Amazon. Honestly, the difference. Kind of like the dark. And this one, to me, this is very plain looking. But if you don't care, you don't care, right? If you just want to be able to do seals, then it doesn't matter. This one is really light. And then of the two, this one just has more weight to it. I don't know if it's the seal or the handle or what, but it just has more weight. We'll see if that matters when we're melting glue, right? I'm not glue. When we're melting wax, doesn't matter. Okay, they also have their spoon. Now, the thing about the spoon, so this one has a longer handle, this one has a shorter handle, but this handle is a bigger grip, so it might be better for gripping. It depends on what your gripping issue is. The little might be bigger because you don't have, the small might be better because of, it just depends on what your grip issue is. The one thing I noticed when I saw this, I thought, that's really not very deep. But now that I got this one out and I'm looking at it, this one's deeper, but it's smaller around, and this one's bigger around, so it might actually melt faster. Another thing is, this one feels a lot thicker. So, I don't know what difference that's going to make. I don't know. But we'll find that out. This was not a Spellbinders issue. Spellbinders, this came with the set of stuff that I got at Christmas a couple years ago. So, and this set, I got a bunch of sets, and the one that I got came with these candles and the burner. Not the Buc-ee's lighter. It didn't come with the Buc-ee's lighter. Okay, so let's light our candle. And these are the really short tea lights. They're not just regular tea lights. They're the really skinny ones. You need some distance. Okay, so I'm going to take, let me start with the Spellbinders waxes, and I'm going to do 4 of them. I like 4, usually. Okay, so those have to melt. And then the Spellbinders, tool, their wax seal. This one, I'm going to get ready. And that's got to be upside down because of the way it opens. Okay. I'm going to do 4, and I'm going to go with 4 colors that look about the same. Okay. So that'll be ready to go. This is the diamond press. So that'll go with that. I could, I suppose, get my pokey tool and kind of poke them in there. That was a little too much. Getting a little too pokey. We need some paper towels, so we don't want to run our colors together, but I'll probably just let them run, let the colors run together. I like the two-tone look. Okay, I'm going to say this one's ready, and I'm going to put this one in here. Okay, and it's not fitting in there as well as the other one. Okay. So I'm just going to pour it out. That's a lot lighter than I expected it to be honest with you. That almost. I thought it was going to need more, but honestly, that's already set in. Okay. Now I'm going to try. Okay, here's why I'm going to wipe it, because I don't want to mix the waxes. So I'm just taking it while it's still liquidy and just wiping it out with a paper towel. And be careful because it's hot. That color was nothing like I expected. It went way light. Okay. So that's that. I'm going to put some of these ones in there. And I don't really see what color that's about the same, but on this one. So the colors are, there is a difference in the colors. These are the Amazon purchased ones. Okay, wow, this looks like a lot of wax. It really does. I like the color. It's really pretty. We'll see what happens when it pours out. Let's see how it's doing. I think that's probably done. Okay, and then that goes in there. Alright, so that 4 does not seem to have gone as far. Maybe I didn't let it melt enough. So I'm going to have to try again. Let's stick a couple gold in there. Very hot. And harder to stay away from the hot, because that's hot there too. So that longer stem on this really does help. Boy, this red is going to be way, way dark. that's done and ready to go. Poured out much nicer, but yeah, it feels like a smaller amount. Oh boy, that was crooked. They feel like smaller amounts than the Spellbinders one. Watch out for that heat. So let me try another Spellbinders. That's Spellbinders. Let's take a look. Oh, look how nice that looks. Look at that. Turned out very nice. All right. So the diamond press one. That turned out really nice too. Okay, these are diamond press. Now it seems like so much. But the ladle is just a different size. See, it seemed like that much, but it's really not that much. I do like having the two ladles. I always tell myself I need to. Okay, that time it seemed like more was in there. I don't know. I don't think there was. I did 4, right? And they were saying at least 3. I'm saying I don't think 3 is going to be enough. Another thing I'm noticing is this one seems to clean a little bit easier. It wipes out really, really nice and easy. Ooh, but it's hot. So you don't have as much to hold to stay away from the heat. But look how easy nice that cleaned out. What color do we want? Okay. Switch this one out and do another Spellbinders. See, it doesn't seem like very much either now, I guess. So, but look at how much it was. It didn't seem like much, but look at how much is around that seal, the stamp. See, this is just harder to clean out, whether it's the shape or the material or what. I really don't know. I am going to say, let me try that. Oh. So this was from the Amazon set. Look at the imprint of it. It was the one I thought seemed heavier. And it just really went down into the wax. And the impression stands out so much more. Was it the amount of time I heated it or something like that? I don't know. Okay, let's pour this in here. And let's try it with the diamond press wax. See, that just doesn't seem like very much wax. Even though it's 4. I don't know. It's like they're pellets. Might be a little bit smaller. I'm not sure. That one just came off. Diamond press. Look how pretty. Those are diamond press. That's Spellbinders. So, look at that. Just came off. That's pretty good. It's just coming off, but look at how imprinted that is. That's still a little warm. This is a nice imprint too, but I'm telling you, it's not as big as that one. So that weight does have a lot to do with it. I mean, the butterfly seems to be coming out okay, but it's not as deeply embedded as that flower. But now let's try using this. So the Spellbinders is out because it's oval and I don't have an oval one here. Maybe when I have a square one. I'm going to try the 4 again because they actually say on their paperwork 3. No, another thing I noticed is theirs looks very, their colors are very, let me make sure I'm using the right word, look very matte. It's very pastel, but that's their spring set. But they're very matte looking. The Spellbinders is not. And these don't look as matte. These have more of like a marbly thing through them. These do not have so much marble in them. Does it matter? We're about to find out. Okay, I'm going to get this. And I'm going to use a very matte looking one. We're going to use the pink. And I have never used a form before, so I don't know what that's going to be like. So this will be a new experience for me. Am I going to flood it? I don't know. I do not know. I'm trying to figure out if I want to use this, the Spellbinders, or the Amazon. Let's use the Amazon ones. And I'm going to go with a matte looking color here. Some of them are kind of matty looking. Now, because of the shape of the spoon, I'm assuming this one's going to take longer to heat because it's not getting as close to the fire. That's what I think. I'm not sure if that's true, just so you know. So for this one, we're going to use this. Well, wait a minute. Let's use... Yeah, let's use the Amazon with the diamond press, and then we use the diamond press with the Amazon. There's like one piece in there that isn't melted yet. I do like how easy it cleans. One little piece right there. Okay. So I'm just going to pour it in here. This one needs to go on, start melting. It didn't even reach all the sides. And that's using their spoon. Ooh, see? I touched that and it's hot. But it's got such a short thing to hold. That's going to be an issue. Normally I'd be paying more attention. Here I'm trying to do a few things at one time. That's already done. Okay, this one I'm going to use the diamond press one on. I am thinking that on these waxes, even though this is still nicely embedded in there, it's not like these. It's not like that wax from that other one, so I don't know if I'm not... letting it get thin enough. Okay, this should be good. See how fast this one heated up? Because it's going lower to the flame. Okay. See what the 4 did on this one? This was the Amazon wax. So... you know, this diamond press set did not come with a burner. I'm gonna blow that out. And honestly, you wouldn't think you could use them candles. I'm telling you, I have used them over and over and over again. That wax is going to dry, and it's going to be perfectly fine. Why is it sticking? It's very thin right here. Okay. That turned out really well. I'm going to have to relight my candle, and I'm going to have to check, but so the spellbinders, and one other diamond press. Look at the difference in the size, height-wise. There is a little bit shaved off. There's just a little bit of a difference in the size. So that would make a difference. Now let me check and compare this size-wise. Yeah. It's a little bit shorter. So these are a little bit, these diamond press ones are a little bit smaller. That makes sense, right? So that means we need to add another one. Let me see if I can get this to light again. And I'm going to throw some gold in here. Ooh, let's put some of the browns. Let's see what happens. Careful. I'm going to burn myself. I just know it. Let's try that, and let me try making sure that they're melted really well. Because what I am finding is that these diamond press wax ones don't seem to have inked, or they don't seem to have imprinted as deep. And so I'm wondering, am I not letting the waxes melt enough? So the spellbinders, we know what we got. We know that we're good with the spellbinders. And I just have to say that I love the Amazon one, the way the image gets in there. And I'm going to use this heavier one on this time. And I know I used the heavier one on it, on one of those. But I'm going to do it again. And we just got to let these melt a little bit more. I'm trying to get it to go faster, but I got to make sure that they're plenty melted. And this time there's a lot in there. And it's probably too much. It's almost like you need a half one. But if you don't clean it out and you use that little bit of wax that's left from the last one, then 4 will probably do nicely. All I can say is, though, we didn't need that with the other ones. 4 was enough, period. They didn't need any left over in them. See, that looks good melted. Like it's plenty melted. But I want to be sure. There's no way that's not good melted. Okay, so it's going to go in here. Okay, see, now that time we got plenty. It's good melted. We got the heavier on there. I'm going to leave that in there. Blow that out. Push it to the side. And it looks like it's beautiful. So that 5th one, but see how much is left in there? Look at those colors, look pretty together. So that, I'm going to let that dry in there, and then when I go do my next one, that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to use that, if I can. If I can't, then I just let it heat up, melt back, wipe it out. It's ready. I mean, that, you can't get no more perfect. So, it still doesn't seem, that one doesn't seem like the impression is as high either. But that one, maybe it's just my imagination. That turned out really good. This is beautiful. So make sure and let it definitely melt plenty, even though the instructions tell you to be careful about letting it melt. Let it melt. Give it plenty of melting time. See how much is left in there? That's almost like a whole cube. So that's why I said it's almost like a half if they just had halves. Now, I got some new wax seal stuff from Crafter's Companion, and it's those candles. And I don't know if they've improved on that or not. I'm not even going to mess with that on this video. I just wanted to compare and check it out. And so what I'm going to say is their stamps are not real detailed. Like I said, that butterfly was the most detailed. But you got a heart and a sun and a rainbow and then the butterfly. There's weight to them, but it's not the same kind of weight. So it still worked well, but you could see I only used it a few times, but it did still work well. Now, it's kind of weird that, see the imperfections. Okay, it's nice. I kind of touched it gingerly because I was afraid. There's imperfections in this, and that shows on the stamp, if that makes sense. So, like this Spellbinders one is very, very smooth around. And so when it makes the wax seal, it's very smooth around. The Happy Birthday one, very smooth around. There's no like imperfections in it. And that shows in the stamp. You still see stuff in there. But when I look at the butterfly, maybe it doesn't matter. You can see imperfections in it. So it wasn't like smoothed out and polished out as finely as these other ones. And that one looks fine. Maybe I just got a bad... That looks fine. That looks fine. Maybe I just got a bad butterfly. So, yeah. The wax seals are smaller. Now, just for comparison, let me say that the price for these waxes, the 4 seals, and the spoon from Diamond Press, so reasonable. And you get this. And I love that. And this, I hate to say it, but this was probably because I really didn't need no more waxes. And I get the seal every month from Spellbinders. I really didn't need this. But I seen this. And I said, you know what? I wanted another spoon anyways, to have that extra so that could be heating while I'm doing. And so I'll go ahead and get it. And then I get this, and I get the extra. Oh, somebody's talking. Somebody that's not really here. My Alexa, stop. Sorry about that. But this, I wanted one of these. And you know, it's one of those things you want when you're using the stuff, and then you forget, so you don't get it. So I got that. So gosh, I just get off on things and whatever. This was bought 2 years ago. And when I compared, there is a difference in size. This was bought 2 years ago before prices were so ridiculous on things. And with a lot of products anymore, we're paying more and we get less. And so that's why when I saw that it was not melting as much, and I wondered if the size of these had changed. Not that I would put that on Diamond Press. I just put that on manufacturing, period. There's some pretty colors in here. They're different colors than this set that I got from Amazon, which, like I said, I'm not positive it's from Amazon, but I'm pretty sure it's from Amazon. It was a Christmas gift. this box is a little bit, got more. So this box, the diamond press box, has these little things to help. The one that was the Christmas gift does not have those. Even though I have had no problems with them going over. And what can I say? The price. You know, Diamond Press always gives you value. For your money, you know Diamond Press is going to give you value. And then the spellbinders, like I said, with the spellbinders, we always know what we're getting. Right? We always know we're getting good stuff. I didn't try these other shapes. Basically, just because I was more concerned with checking the differences in the wax and stuff. But this one, I am so super impressed with. Blue and brown, I'm telling you. I did a bathroom in like a beige paint, a really light beige paint, and dark blue towels. Oh my gosh, it was so pretty. I do like blue and brown together. All right, everybody. So, there we go. And the sun has come up. If you like my videos, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for joining me. I hope you join me again. And everybody, please have the best, most blessed day ever.